been really interesting to see how people have adjusted.
It is. There's been a massive intake and uptake of people turning to social media. We've got more business owners scurrying to get on there, as well as more consumers just making the run for it. As you said before, even with the Kmart initiatives, more and more people are spending more time online, spending more money online, and businesses have just had to really embrace the fact that this is the way of the future.
But businesses, organisations can now broadcast themselves in their own way, whether it be through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, you name it. It was so different to when I began as a broadcaster 30 years ago. A few TV stations, some radio stations, newspapers and mags.
Yeah, absolutely. And it brings a lot up for a lot of businesses because they've got the ability now to, rather than having to rely only on traditional media, they've got the opportunity to be able to broadcast what they want, when they want, how they want it, and make sure that the message is the way that they want it to be. But it also comes with some risks. It does mean that they're right open and they're ready for criticism, as well as the love that they can get from that as well.
Space you can have a glass jaw in, is it, social media? I block many people. Any criticism, I use it as my platform and that's it. And most people, or many people, do that.
Yeah, absolutely. The beauty of it is that you can treat it like your own network. So if you're an organisation, company, entrepreneur, or business owner, you've got the ability to be able to broadcast what you want, but then also as a consumer, you can really narrow down what you're seeing, when you're seeing it, and how it is that you're seeing it.
The analytics have gone through the roof, haven't they, with the way that organisations can sort of work out how they monetise different programs, different investments, different engagements with other individuals and other organisations?
Yeah, it's off the charts. And if we look at Facebook in particular, what we know is that the biggest portion of the population is on Facebook, with 2.43 billion active monthly users, half of those active daily on mobile. So what organisations and businesses can do is tap into that big audience. There is so much information in there that Facebook stores about people. Everybody puts a lot of content up there. They talk about themselves, they talk about their families, and it gives advertising so many more options when it comes to targeting and really being able to laser focus into exactly who they want to talk to. And the analytics are second to none.
And when you look at people like the Kardashians, I know I'm going to the top of the tree financially when you think of Instagram posts, but we are talking millions of dollars, aren't we, for posts?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen through over the last few years that the number of influencers who are showing up online, who are using their status to be able to promote products and things like that, and they're making money from it. So you don't have to be a Kardashian to be able to do it. You just have to have a solid and engaged following. We've seen a bit of a shift in that with COVID, particularly for the people who are more travel influencers. It's been a bit harder. But anybody that has got something to say and share, you've got this ability to really tap into the platform, share what you want, and help other people, influence other people, make money, and really establish yourself.
It is exciting. There's so many good things that have come out of this very, very difficult period for us and the rest of the world. But you do need to be a bit creative, don't you, when you are looking to commercialise your social media. You can't just be out there selling steak knives and saying you need to be thinking along PR lines of, what will gain people's attention, what is entertaining and also commercially viable.
Absolutely. So the problem with a lot of people is that they'll see some things that are happening. So they'll see an organisation or a business doing something that's obviously working, and they'll often try and emulate it. And the problem with that is that when you've got a whole industry of people trying to do the same thing, it just ends up being contributing to the noise online. Everything looks the same. So your job as a business owner is to make sure that you can find a way to cut through the noise, be seen as being different. And that means not following the crowd, not following the herd, but also knowing exactly what your message is and what is going to essentially create a pattern interrupt for the audience who are following you online.
Nicola, it's been a delight to chat. We'll catch up with you real soon because this is a space that's changing not by the minute but by the second.
It is, absolutely.